a land of striking contrasts and breathtaking natural wonders. Vast deserts, endless savannas, mysterious swamps, towering mountains, dense forests, cascading waterfalls, and majestic lakes shape a landscape that feels like a true paradise for adventurers. Tanzania is also a land rich in culture and tradition. Its vibrant cities stand in sharp contrast to the wild savannas, home to some of the most extraordinary species on Earth. It is a country painted in vivid colors, with immense nature reserves and traditional villages, where the warmth and hospitality of its people make every encounter unforgettable. Join us as we explore this remarkable land and uncover fascinating stories and extraordinary facts about one of the most captivating countries in the world. Welcome to the Places of the World channel. Tanzania is not just a destination. It is a stage for extraordinary adventures, ready to captivate every traveler. Among the most remarkable experiences is a balloon flight over the Serengeti. At sunrise, the sky is painted with vibrant colors as millions of wildebeest and zebras move across the savanna during the Great Migration. This natural spectacle, one of the most breathtaking on the planet, reaches epic moments at the crossing of the Mara River, where massive crocodiles and stealthy predators lie in wait. Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest peak in Africa, is another wonder of this land. Reaching its summit, nearly 6,000 meters above sea level, is a challenge for mountaineers, but also a chance to witness astonishing landscapes, from lush tropical forests to glistening glaciers. On the beaches of Zanzibar, the experience takes a different turn. Here, life flows gently between fishing in the crystal-clear waters of the Indian Ocean and relaxing on shores of white sand. Tanzania also stands out for its extraordinary cultural diversity. With more than 120 ethnic groups, each region preserves unique traditions, from the vibrant dances of the Maasai to the warm hospitality of the Swahili people. Even the country's name carries its history. Tanzania was born from the union of Tanganyika, with its wild, untamed nature, and Zanzibar, with its deep maritime and cultural heritage. It is a nation that blends the grandeur of the savanna with the allure of the ocean. Its flag reflects this diversity. Green for fertile land, blue for the waters that surround and sustain it, black for the strength and unity of its people, and yellow for its rich resources. Every corner of Tanzania holds a story, waiting for those who seek truly unforgettable experiences. Welcome to Tanzania, the wild heart of Africa. This extraordinary country lies in East Africa, embraced by the waters of the Indian Ocean. It borders Kenya and Uganda to the north, Rwanda, Burundi, and the Democratic Republic of Congo to the west, and Zambia, Malawi, and Mozambique to the south, covering more than 945,000 square kilometers. Tanzania is nearly the size of France and Germany combined. Its population exceeds 65 million people and is made up of over 120 ethnic groups, making the nation a true cultural mosaic. Divided into 31 administrative regions, Tanzania dazzles with breathtaking landscapes, from the endless savannas of the Serengeti to the snow-capped peaks of Mount Kilimanjaro. And let us not forget the exotic island of Zanzibar and the great inland seas of Lake Victoria and Lake Tanganyika. Here lies the world's largest intact volcanic caldera, the Ngorongoro crater. And rising proudly above the horizon, Kilimanjaro stands as Africa's highest point, soaring close to 6,000 meters. Lake Tanganyika, meanwhile, is the continent's deepest lake and also one of the oldest on Earth. Tanzania is also home to the Hadzabe people, one of the last great hunter-gatherer communities on the planet, who continue to preserve their ancestral way of life. Yet Tanzania is more than a destination. It is an experience powerful enough to transform the way you see the world. Traveling here is like returning to the very origins of humanity and to nature in its purest form. Prepare to explore a country where every place tells a story and every landscape is an unforgettable spectacle. Tanzania is far more than just a destination. It is an invitation to explore the unknown, to live out epic adventures, and to connect with the wild soul of Africa. It is the place where bold dreams of adventure become reality, from the towering majesty of Mount Kilimanjaro to the endless savannas that shelter some of the most iconic species on Earth. For those in search of excitement and unforgettable experiences, Tanzania is the ideal destination. Hikers and trekking enthusiasts find here a true paradise. Trails that wind through national parks and nature reserves reveal a stunning variety of landscapes, ranging from lush tropical forests to sun-scorched deserts. No adventure in Tanzania would be complete without facing the challenge of climbing Kilimanjaro, the highest peak in Africa. But Tanzania is not only about mountains. Its heartbeat lies in the vast plains that make it one of the world's most remarkable safari destinations. The wide-open expanses of the Serengeti, the Ngorongoro Crater, and other national parks are home to an astonishing biodiversity. A safari here is a chance to witness unforgettable encounters with wildlife, set against backdrops that feel like scenes from a dream, where lions, elephants, giraffes, rhinos, zebras, and countless other species roam freely in their natural habitat. The thrill of seeing these wild creatures up close is an experience that stays with you forever. Imagine a place where more than 1.5 million wildebeest, accompanied by 250,000 zebras, face extreme dangers on an epic journey of survival. Welcome to the Serengeti, Africa's most awe-inspiring natural stage and one of the oldest ecosystems on Earth. Every year, the Great Migration unfolds here, a spectacle unlike any other in the natural world. Wildebeest travel over 1,000 kilometers in search of greener pastures, braving giant crocodiles as they cross the Mara River and predators like lions and hyenas along the way. During this journey, nearly 250,000 animals perish, while 500,000 are born. An unforgiving yet fascinating cycle that embodies the essence of life in the Serengeti. The Ngorongoro Crater offers a striking contrast. This vast volcanic caldera, 20 kilometers across with walls rising 600 meters high, forms a natural sanctuary for more than 25,000 animals, including the critically endangered black rhinoceros. Ngorongoro is also home to lions, elephants, and buffalo, coexisting in a delicate and extraordinary balance. But the Serengeti is more than just a national park. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a living laboratory for science. Here roam the legendary Big Five, alongside cheetahs, giraffes, and over 500 species of birds. From majestic sunrises to epic confrontations between hunters and prey, the Serengeti reveals nature in its purest, wildest form. It is a place where, every single day, a new story of life and death is written. Kilimanjaro rises as a true colossus, standing 5,895 meters above sea level and marking Tanzania as the highest point in all of Africa. This dormant volcano is more than just a mountain. It is a symbol of challenge and endurance, shaped by 3 volcanic cones: Kibo, Mwenzi, and Shira. It is also the tallest freestanding mountain in the world, rising directly from the equatorial plains. Climbing Kilimanjaro is an epic journey across 5 completely different climate zones, from tropical rainforests bursting with life to the barren, moon-like landscapes near the summit. Adventurers face extreme shifts in temperature, altitude, and terrain. It is estimated that only about half of those who attempt the climb actually reach the summit. But Kilimanjaro is not only an imposing mountain, it is also a living ecosystem, where nature intertwines with human life. On its fertile slopes, farmers of the Chaga people cultivate one of the world's most prized coffees. This high-altitude coffee, celebrated for its refined flavor, thrives in terraced fields that wrap around the mountainside, nurtured by rich volcanic soil and a unique climate. The biodiversity here is extraordinary. Elephants, buffalo, rare plants that defy altitude, and thriving colonies of primates all inhabit this remarkable environment. It is a place where life finds ways to adapt and endure under the most extreme conditions. A land where every step tells a story of resilience, beauty, and survival. Tanzania. On its eastern coast lies Zanzibar, an archipelago bathed by the warm waters of the Indian Ocean, a true paradise on earth. Known as the Queen of the Spice Islands, it is a spectacular destination where history, culture, and nature meet in perfect harmony. The island enchants with its unspoiled beauty, idyllic beaches, and a magical aura that transports us back to the ancient times of trade and tradition. Stone Town, its historic center, is a charming labyrinth of narrow alleys and centuries-old buildings, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Full of life and color, its winding streets tell the island's story. Hand-carved doors, bustling markets, and a unique blend of Arab, African, and European influences mark every corner. The city's mosques reflect the deep Arab and Swahili heritage of the region. Darajani Market is an explosion of aromas, colors, and sounds, overflowing with exotic spices, fresh fruits, and the vibrant rhythm of daily life. The beaches of Zanzibar are nothing short of postcard perfect. Jambiani and Kawengwa, with their powdery white sands, crystal clear waters, and colorful reefs, are ideal for diving, snorkeling, and exploratory boat trips. Nakapenda Beach, its name meaning "I love you" in Swahili, is a temporary sandbank, a hidden gem where sky and sea seem to embrace forever. At the heart of Zanzibar lies Jozani Forest, a lush tropical sanctuary. It is home to the rare red colobus monkeys of Zanzibar, found nowhere else in the world. This green refuge is a place of peace, where visitors can reconnect with nature and experience the island's remarkable biodiversity. Canggu Island, also known as Prison Island, blends history and nature, home to giant tortoises and ancient ruins that whisper silent stories of a distant past. Tanzania, a true crossroads of cultures and civilizations, carries a history deeply marked by the slave trade and the struggle for independence. For centuries, the island of Zanzibar was a thriving hub for the trade of spices, ivory, and enslaved people, attracting merchants from Arabia, Persia, and India. In the 19th century, under the rule of the Sultanate of Oman, Zanzibar became the largest slave market in East Africa. Thousands of men, women, and children were sold and sent to the Middle East and other regions. One of the most powerful voices against this practice was the Christian missionary David Livingstone, who relentlessly denounced the horrors of the slave trade in the region. His accounts and tireless humanitarian work captured the world's attention, inspiring international efforts to bring an end to the trade. As a result, in 1890, Britain declared Zanzibar a protectorate. On the mainland, Tanganyika, then part of German East Africa, endured a harsh colonial regime until it was placed under British control after the First World War. The fight for freedom grew stronger throughout the 20th century. In 1961, under the leadership of Julius Nyerere, Tanganyika gained its independence. Soon after, in 1963, Zanzibar also freed itself from foreign rule. And in 1964, the two territories united to form the United Republic of Tanzania, blending their cultures and histories into one nation. Today, Tanzania stands as a symbol of resilience and diversity, a country that honors its past while moving forward into the future. The route between Lakes Manyara and Natron is a true corridor of wildlife, a landscape that feels as though it belongs to another world. At Lake Manyara, the horizon turns shades of pink with the presence of thousands of flamingos, while more than 400 bird species share the land with majestic elephants wandering between dense forests and sweeping plains. Lake Natron, with its alkaline, crimson-colored waters, is not only visually surreal, but also the most important breeding ground for lesser flamingos anywhere on Earth. This otherworldly scenery, reminiscent of Mars, contrasts with the vibrant explosion of life surrounding it. A territory where every detail tells a story of adaptation and survival. The national parks of Tarangire and Arusha stand as authentic sanctuaries of biodiversity. During the dry season, Tarangire transforms with the arrival of thousands of elephants gathering around rivers and wetlands, creating one of the largest concentrations of these animals in the world. All of it framed by the towering silhouettes of ancient baobab trees. A safari in Tanzania is more than a journey. It is a transformative experience. Local guides, many from communities such as the Maasai, share ancestral stories that forge a deep connection between visitors and the wild spirit of the ecosystem. At the heart of this region lies Arusha, a city where tradition walks hand in hand with modernity. Founded during German colonial times, today Arusha is a diplomatic hub and the main gateway for those who wish to explore Tanzania's natural wonders. In this corner of the world, every sunrise brings the promise of a new adventure, a reminder that Tanzania is a place where nature and culture coexist in perfect harmony. Lake Victoria, the largest lake in Africa and the second largest freshwater lake in the world, stretches majestically across 68,800 square kilometers, shared between Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. This geographical giant is not only a natural wonder, it is also a lifeline for millions of people, and a true sanctuary of biodiversity. In Tanzania, the city of Mwanza, often called the Rock City, for its dramatic granite outcrops, rises along the lake's shores as a vibrant economic and cultural hub. It is the country's second-largest city and plays a crucial role in the national economy, with its thriving Nile perch and tilapia fisheries, alongside a strong cotton industry. Its strategic port further fuels regional trade. Lake Victoria is an ecological paradise, home to more than 500 species of fish, including the emblematic Nile tilapia. It is also a vital corridor for migratory birds and shelters unique endemic species that enrich the lake's ecosystem. Yet, it faces profound challenges, among them overfishing and the rapid spread of invasive water hyacinth. Despite these threats, Lake Victoria remains a vital artery that sustains life across East Africa, weaving together nature, culture, and human survival in a delicate balance. It stands as a reminder of the immense richness and the fragility of the ecosystems that sustain life on our planet. Tanzania is a vast country, home to an incredibly diverse population. More than 120 ethnic groups live here, creating a true mosaic of cultures, languages, and traditions. This cultural diversity makes rural life in Tanzania rich and multifaceted, varying greatly depending on the climate, terrain, and local customs. Despite these differences, there are shared elements that connect these communities. Life in the countryside is closely tied to nature. Many people rely on subsistence farming and livestock rearing, particularly cows and goats, which hold great economic and cultural significance. In addition, natural resources such as forests and rivers provide food, medicine, and building materials. Yet, much of the rural population faces serious challenges, including extreme poverty, long periods of drought, and limited access to basic services. Housing varies according to region and local traditions. In many communities, homes are built from simple, locally sourced materials such as clay, wood, and thatch, often forming hut-like structures. The Maasai, for example, still maintain their traditional circular enclosures. In more urbanized areas, brick houses and more modern constructions are common. Regardless of the type of dwelling, rural families are often large, and meal preparation remains the heart of daily life, always reflecting a deep connection to tradition and the natural environment. Central Tanzania is a fascinating region, where history, natural beauty, and modern development coexist in harmony. From the vast plains of Tarangire National Park to the bustling avenues of Dar es Salaam, this area offers a remarkable diversity of experiences. Tarangire National Park is renowned for its enormous baobab trees and the large herds of elephants that roam freely across its landscapes. Not far from there, Songhai V Tented Lodge offers an immersive nature experience, with tranquil scenery and golden sunsets. Heading toward the coast, Sadani National Park stands out as the only place in Tanzania where the savanna meets the ocean, creating a unique ecosystem that blends mangroves, pristine beaches, and rich wildlife. Beyond the national parks, central Tanzania is also rich in culture and tradition. The farms of Morogoro, with fertile lands and a strong agricultural heritage, reflect the hardworking and innovative spirit of its people. The city of Morogoro is a commercial and cultural hub, with vibrant markets and welcoming residents who embody the essence of Tanzanian life. Dar es Salaam, known as the City of Peace, symbolizes the country's economic growth. Its busy port is vital for regional trade, while the modern Tanzanite Bridge stands as a landmark of progress, connecting the city to expanding new areas. The mangroves, fragile yet essential ecosystems, protect the coastline and provide shelter for a wide variety of marine species. In the district called the Heaven of Peace, the seaside promenade invites contemplation and relaxation, offering stunning views of the Indian Ocean. Religious diversity is also reflected in the historic monuments, such as the Gothic-style St. Joseph Cathedral and the Al-Juma Mosque, symbols of the harmonious coexistence that defines this truly special region. Southern Tanzania is a true natural paradise, a wild refuge where nature reveals its full grandeur without limits. The vast savannas seem endless, rolling beneath immense skies that glow with golden and pink hues at sunrise and sunset. This untamed Eden is home to a rich and vibrant wildlife, inspiring legends and stories for centuries. Every corner of this land holds a treasure. Herds of zebras crossing the plains in an eternal dance, stealthy leopards lurking among dense vegetation, and wildebeest galloping in a majestic migration. But the true rulers of this savanna are the lions, with their golden manes and powerful roars, commanding both respect and fascination. They hunt in groups and fiercely defend their territories, reigning at the top of the food chain. Yet life here is not only about the great predators. Long-necked giraffes gaze peacefully over the horizon, while hippos cool themselves in the rivers. At the heart of the region lies Ruaha National Park, a little explored gem celebrated for its beauty and biodiversity. The park is home to some of Africa's largest elephant herds, moving with grace among ancient baobabs and meandering rivers. Around them, zebras with perfect stripes and elegant wildebeest traverse the landscapes, while cunning leopards watch silently from the treetops. Safaris in Ruaha are unforgettable experiences. Whether by 4x4 vehicle or on foot, visitors immerse themselves in a pristine wilderness, where each day reveals new and incredible surprises. The hills and plains form an endless mosaic, and the silence is broken only by the sounds of wildlife, creating a profound and almost spiritual connection with nature. Northern Tanzania is a land of striking contrasts, a magnificent landscape where untamed nature blends seamlessly with the rich and vibrant culture of its people. The open savannas, dotted with acacia and baobab trees, are home to an impressive array of wildlife. Giraffes feed from the treetops, lions stalk through tall grasses, zebras with perfect stripes roam freely, and hippos rest in winding rivers. This region, marked by the grandeur of the Serengeti and the warmth of its people, is a living testament to the harmony that can exist between humans and nature. Amid this majestic scenery, the culture of the Maasai people stands out, a centuries-old community of nomadic herders who have inhabited these lands for generations. They are experts in raising cattle, sheep, and goats, and still practice occasional hunting, reinforcing their deep connection to the surrounding environment. Due to scarce rainfall and prolonged dry seasons, farming is challenging, which has led the Maasai to develop a profound and unique relationship with the land and its natural resources. Maasai villages, called manyatas, are composed of circular homes made from mud, wood, and cow dung. Simple yet ingenious structures perfectly adapted to their environment. Family is at the heart of community life. Women play essential roles, managing the household and caring for children, wearing colorful garments adorned with beads that express identity and creativity. Men serve as guardians of the herds and protectors of the community, draped in red and blue shukas that symbolize identity, pride, and resilience. Children are educated primarily through oral tradition, learning from elders practical knowledge for daily life in the savannah, how to tend the herds, perform rituals, and respect the natural world. Known as the land of safaris, this region is a remote refuge of wild beauty, where nature reigns supreme and time seems to stand still. Savannas and open plains stretch as far as the eye can see, creating a magnificent backdrop for those seeking direct encounters with wildlife. Here, one can witness the migration of vast herds of wildebeest and zebras on their journey in search of water and fresh grazing lands. Lions and leopards stalk silently through the tall grasses, composing a pure and thrilling natural spectacle. Lake Tanganyika, one of the deepest lakes on the planet, is the blue heart of this part of the country. Its clear waters are bordered by villages like Kigoma, offering a glimpse into the authentic daily lives of local communities. The national parks of Katavi and Ngam are Tanzania's lesser-known gems. Katavi, remote and lightly visited, captivates with herds of buffalo and elephants, along with rivers teeming with hippos and crocodiles. Ngam, on the other hand, is a primate sanctuary and a landmark in the history of science, where Jane Goodall forever changed our understanding of chimpanzees. On the forested slopes that descend to the lake, these remarkable animals can be observed in complete freedom. The Mahali Mountains complete this stunning landscape, their peaks draped in tropical forest. Home to even more chimpanzees, these mountains also offer breathtaking scenery, a perfect blend of adventure and tranquility. Tanzania is defined by an extraordinary cultural diversity, expressed through its multitude of languages, ethnic groups, customs, lifestyles, and artistic forms. One clear example of this diversity can be seen in the religions practiced across the country, ranging from Christianity, introduced during the colonial period and through missionary work, to Islam, which predominates especially in Zanzibar. At the same time, many communities keep traditional beliefs alive, including faith in a supreme being, ancestor worship, animism, and a profound spiritual connection with nature. In the artistic realm, the use of color and decorative elements is central. Pottery, for instance, often features geometric patterns that reflect the richness of local culture. Colorful clothing takes on special significance during ceremonies and important events. Masks, used in rituals and celebrations, serve as culturally significant symbols. Music is present in nearly every aspect of Tanzanian life, with festivals enlivened by vibrant costumes and traditional instruments. Among these are ceremonial drums and rattles made of wood or metal, a testament to the creativity and spirited energy that define the country's cultural heritage. And so is Tanzania, a land where nature speaks loudly, where ancient cultures remain alive, and where every landscape seems plucked from a dream. In this extraordinary country, every sunset, every smile, and every trail reveals the soul of a continent that pulses in every detail. If you seek adventure, connection, and authentic beauty, Tanzania welcomes you with open arms. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and activate the notification bell to continue traveling with us to the world's most incredible places. Until the next adventure.